Alrighty, guys, welcome. This is Roast ID Jester. Thanks for joining me. So, thought of a new project here. I know that with the coronavirus going around, there's a lot of people looking for things to do, and I'm thinking, I thought of a good idea here, and let's see how it goes, and hopefully I'll get a lot of good replies about it. So, as I talked about in our Card and Dice 2020 game reviews, one of the super cool features of Fall Classic, Play Ball, Roster Card is that they actually have what I'm calling the defensive team sheet. So basically, the information like this, where you have all the positions broken down, the players there, has all their ratings on them, including the pitchers and blah, blah, blah. So you can print these out. You can have them on your desktop. Have them handy, so whenever you need a stat, a rating, or whatever, instead of having to fussle through your cards, you have that sheet. You can just glance at it, get the information, and boom, you're ready to go. So, great addition. I thought, well, every game system should include this, because when you're playing cards and dice, right, you either have to do one of two things. Number one, you have to, if you're writing all the information down and you're keeping track pen and paper, you got to put all the stats down on the sheet of paper every time you play a game. Every single time. And sure, it only takes a couple minutes, maybe 4 or 5 minutes or whatever, but multiply that by all the time that you do that. So that's option number one. Option number two is you don't write any stats down at all. You're playing the game, and every time you need a stat, you have to stop the game. You have to find the player card, get the stat you need, and then pick up where you left off. Hopefully remember what you were doing, what the rules were, and everything else, which can really break up the flow of the game, which is why I think the defensive sheets are super, super good, because it doesn't break up the flow of the game. It doesn't slow things down because you can just quickly glance. Again, you're talking about 2 sheets of paper, right? Not a very big footprint on the desktop, and it has, like I said, all the stats and ratings that you're going to need. So if I'm going to do a range play on the shortstop, I can look at this and go, okay, Cal Ripken, he's got a range of 12, or whatever this, whatever game system I'm using, I can see that quickly and easily. I don't have to fussle through the cards and try and remember, okay, what am I looking up? Error, range, what am I doing here? Speed of the runners, a very important aspect of the game, right? So every time you have a base hit and runner on first, you got to go back and try and remember, what is that speed of the runner on first? Or you got to try to fussle through the cards. Or, like I said, your other option is you got to write down all these stats ahead of time, which takes up time. So defensive sheets, I think, are super, super good, super helpful. They keep the flow of the game going. I'm a big proponent to them. So what I decided to do was actually take the information basically that comes with Fall Classic and go, this is pretty good. I like this. Everything for up. That's great. No. How can I incorporate that into other gaming systems out there, so people like myself, instead of having to fussle through the cards or having to write down all the information all the time, how can we get that information quickly and easily? So I decided to make an Excel file that basically has the same information broken down into it, and kind of as like a base. So this is like my base defensive sheet. So all my different systems that I use would use this as a base, and then I would incorporate that base into, so you can have your left field, center field, right field, third, short, second, first, your catcher, your pitchers. I broke up the pitchers into lefty and righty. So your left-handed pitchers would be over on the left, your right-handed pitchers would be over on the right. Information about the team sheet, the team, the record, manager, where they play, blah, blah, blah. And that's a good base. So what I ended up doing was taking that and then saying, okay, well, how are we going to implement that into, say, payoff pitch? So payoff pitch, as you know, pretty much standard stuff, blah, 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 blah. And then, of course, we have the ballpark card. So I implemented like a ballpark card down here. So on, wheelhouse check, or a ballpark check, you would have the information down here. And then, of course, you would have all your range and error checks down here in the corner. And again, if you went to, file print this out, it's just on one sheet of paper. You'd have all the information on there, and you're ready to go. I think a lot of people might look at this and go, it seems like a lot of work. I would rather just keep writing down the stats. And that's fine. There's no problem with that. I'm just giving, more options for people out there. Better options. More options are better, I think. If you want to continue writing down the stats, just think about all the time you do writing down those stats when you could have that information done for you once you implement. So, if we were to take our payoff pitch sheet here, it would take maybe 10 minutes to type in all the information, save it, and then print it out. Would you spend more time writing down all that information? Would it save you time in the long run? Because if you're writing down the information, and let's just say it takes, like I said, 3 or 4 minutes every time you do it, let's say you play 4 or 5 games with that team. 4 or 5 times, let's just say 5 times. Let's say you're using that team for 5 times and it takes you 2 minutes. That's 10 minutes. So 10 minutes of writing down stats versus the 10 minutes you could just have your defensive sheet done and then you would have it forever. So just think of somebody like Baseball Demos who's doing a full replay, 162 games, using Stratomatic, and he's using the White Sox, right? That's 162 times, let's just say a minute, right? So just times a minute. Let's say he does it really quick, or even 30 seconds. 162, if he does that in just say 30 seconds, which I think would be really fast to write all that information down in 30 seconds. But let's just say he does it in 30 seconds. So 30 seconds of 162 times he's going to be using the information. So that would be 61. Half of 162 would be 61 minutes. So a total of approximately 161 minutes if he did it in 30 seconds. That's 61 minutes versus whatever time it would take for him to just fill out the sheet originally. Again, I'm not trying to pick on Baseball Demos. I love the guy and everything. It just dawns on me that as sports simmers, the best thing about us is we want to play the game. We want to enjoy the game. We want to have fun playing the game, not writing down stats. We don't want to write down all the boring stuff. We don't want all the boring stuff. We want the fun stuff. So that's why I think the defensive sheets are so good. It's like I said, it keeps the flow of the game going down, because if you don't write down the stats, or how many times have you wrote down the stats and then you got to look them up, right? And you're looking on your score sheet, you're trying to remember or whatever it is. I mean, that can take time as well. If you have your defensive sheets, like I said, you just pop up you just print them out. You have them there. You have 2 sheets of paper. You have one for the home team, one for the visiting team. Anytime you need a stat, you're ready to go. So let's just show you how long it would take to do a regular Joe thing. So like I said, I do have a payoff pitch sheet done. And I also have an inside pitch sheet done. Again, basically the core is all the same. The only thing that's going to be different is what stats you're going to keep track of. And then, of course, for payoff pitch, we got we have the ballpark matrix, and of course the K, the walk, and the home run adjustment charts. So, I mean, pretty much everything's going to be standard throughout, other than, what ratings are you going to put down? What are you going to keep? What are you not going to keep? And then, of course, maybe down here in the bottom right-hand corner, if you have any, the different systems use different things for ballparks or ratings or whatever, you can put all that information down here. So I've got a couple sheets done just to throw out some variety, right? So if I go to my payoff pitch chart, we're going to save this one as payoff pitch, defensive sheet. We'll go... since I'm playing my 2018, right? So we'll just go 2018 Boston. All right. So now I've got my Boston sheet, right? So first things first, let's look at the Fenway Park card. So on a Ballpark chart, left-handed batters, it's 0-1 to 32. For wheelhouse, in play is going to be 33 to 99. Right-handers, okay, so I do need to fix that. We want to format the cells so that it's always just text. We don't care about anything else other than text. All right, so 0-1 to 32 and 33 to 99. Good. Right-handers, it's 0-1 to 52 and 53 to 99, right? We got a range play, right? A, 0-1 to 41. And that's going to be a hit. Out, 42 through 99. B is 41, or 49. And that would be 50 through 99. 1 to 49, 1 to 61, 1 to 76, and 1 to 90. Oop. Let's try that again. 0-1 to 90. 0-1 to 90. And then for this, it's obviously going to be 51 to 99, 77 versus 99, and 91 to 99, right? So that's all the range. So that would be a, we can actually, might have to update my sheet a little bit. Of course, I just made these sheets, so I need to, let's merge that together. That's going to be the hit variety, and this will be the out variety over here. And then this will be a error, and this will be a out. Oops, I forgot to merge them. That would be helpful. So I'll have to fix this up in my base sheet. All right, so there we go. So for 0-1 to 34, 35, 99. 0-1 to 45, 46 to 99, 1 to 53, to 54 to 99, 1 to 60, and I got my microphone right in the way, so it's hard for me to actually type on this. 61 to 99. If I'm left-handed, I can't use my hand on my keyboard because my microphone's right there. 01 to 68 and 69 to 99. Boom. All right, so there we go. Save it. Let's go ahead and save this. All right, so that's pretty much the ballpark card done, ready to go. Has it, so you don't even need to have your ballpark card out. You could just reference your sheet. Anyways, all right, we have Mookie Betts. So Mookie Betts is up first. He's a right fielder. Let's take it off of cap locks. Mookie Betts. So he's got a run rating. So what I thought about payoff pitch is run rating, and then you have your range, your error, your arm, and then your steal rating. So Mookie Betts' run rating is a 7. And then he in right field is an A5. So A5. His arm is in right field is a 6, and then his stolen base rating is a B. Oops, that's B. Mookie Betts. I could put him in the other positions. He did use center field, but of course we know that it's not as like his default position. So you want to have probably your default people up towards the top. But I mean, you could do it however you wanted. We could start here in the middle, yeah, which probably might be a good idea, I guess. In fact, what I could do is just copy all this, Control C, and we'll just put him in there. But of course, his ratings are a little bit different in center field. B5-7. So he's a B and a 5 and a 7. He's still got the same steal rating though. He's still got the same run rating, so that was pretty easy. And then he actually played at second base, so we're going to move him way down at the bottom because he's probably not played there very often. Right, boom. And of course, you know, since he hardly ever played second base, I probably wouldn't put him in too many positions because it's just going to be a waste of time because you're probably not going to have him there too often, right? So I mean, you can do it however you want. So that's Mookie Betts. Andrew Benintendi, he's the left fielder, right? So he's got a run rating of 7. Oops, Andrew Benintendi. Andrew Benintendi. In left field, he's a C55. C55, stolen base, a B. All right, and we go to JD Martinez. He's the DH. But he also has left field. Obviously, since he's a DH, we don't need to have that information, but he did play a little bit in left field, so we'll put him in here. He's a run of 5, and we'll put them together. JD Martinez, he is going to be a left field D55. D. And this microphone in the way is not helping at all, and he is actually a B stealer as well. All right, so you can see I'm just filling out the sheets. Sure, it might take you 20, 30 minutes, whatever it does. You can put them in, depending on your cards or whatever, you might have people in multiple positions. You can do them. Multiple positions. JD Martinez played some right field. We can put him in here. It's a 5. JD. And it's hard for me because I got my microphone right here. I'm left-handed. It's right here by my mouse. It's right here by my keyboard. So it's hard for me to really, get into a flow of things. JD Martinez, in right field, he's a B58. It's a B. See, that's where having that in the way, B58. And again, he's still B stealer. So there he is in right field as well. So you can put it on all the players. Once you do it, you save it. Boom. You're ready to go. And now you have your payoff pitch ready to go, and it's done. And you don't have to ever worry about creating another defensive sheet or pulling out cards or fiddling with them or anything like that. I mean, sure, we only got a couple people done, but like I said, if I wasn't recording and I had full access to my keyboard and mouse, it would be a little bit easier for me, but my microphone's right here in my face, over here on my left-hand side, because I work out of a den, which is like a fishbowl, and if I don't have my microphone right here on top of me, then you get a lot of echoing because I got 4 windows and 2 big glass doors that go out to my lanai out the back door, so it's like a big fishbowl in here. So unless I have my microphone really close to me, you'll hear like a little echoing going on, and so that's why I got this up here close to me. Anyways. So I thought, okay, that seems like a really good idea, right? Creating these defensive sheets. But here's the other thing, right? We don't have to all create the same sheets over and over and over again, right? We can have one person working on, say, 1978 inside pitch sheets, and we can have one person working on, say, the 2019 payoff pitch. And we can have one person working on the 1984 payoff pitch, and we can have one person working on let's say Status Pro Advance from 1962, right? And then once we all create these sheets, we all create them, and we can get a website and share them, then people can just download the sheet. So let's say you create the 1978 inside pitch season, right? But you got access to all the other files that everyone else created for us. So I mean, we don't have to respin the wheel. It's not like we all have to create these sheets from scratch. So if we can, create a website, we can get these sheets created. We can get them where people can download them and use them and have access to them. And it would be a great resource for any simmer out there that wants to have defensive sheets for whatever system they use. I mean, there's 17 different games out there and 118 different seasons and 200 different seasons or whatever there is. So there's plenty of things to do out there in the community. So if you're interested in helping out, right? If you're interested in helping out and you think, this is not a bad idea, you got nothing else going on. There's so many people that are bored out there, twiddling their thumbs, right? Right. Here's my email address. Let's see if I can make that a little bit bigger for everyone out there. idjesterlive@gmail. I can't even type it right. Wow, that's just horrible. Go away. Shut up. idjesterlive@gmail.com. Let's make it big again, right? idjesterlive@gmail.com. If you're interested in helping out, you think, okay, this is a pretty good idea. I might want to chip in or whatever. Let me know and I'll do an updated video because, like I said, we do not need everyone recreating the 1976 season in payoff pitch, right? We don't need 4 people doing that because that's just a waste of time. What we need is just one person that's willing to do it and share it with people. And we need somebody else that would do, let's just say Stratomatic from 1982 season. And we need somebody from, let's just say there's a lot of seasons and a lot of different games out there. And like I said, we can create a website or whatever. We can download these sheets. We can have them available once people create them. And then, like I said, the advantages are, yes, you spend 20 minutes per team creating a sheet, right? You spend 20 minutes per team, and it's 30 teams, let's say, and that's like 6 hours worth of time. And you're like, Chester, good Lord, 6 hours of my time. I would never spend 6 hours ruffling through my cards or writing down stats or blah blah blah. Okay, that's fine. But look at, if we get this project up off the ground and we got a lot of people working on it, think of all the other seasons that you can get for free that you didn't spend any time on. You spent no time in getting the 1997 Inside Pitch season, and you can download that for free because somebody else did it. So I just think it's a great thing. Defensive sheets, if you have access to a printer, it's, you print out 30 teams, that's 30 sheets of paper. I mean, that's literally like, 28 cents to print out that, or probably less. It's probably like 4 cents it would cost you to print out that much, at home or whatever. So the cost is not very much. It's just the time investment of creating these sheets. And of course, keep it accurate in stats and, choosing the right ratings and everything. Like I said, each system's a little bit different. So for payoff pitch, I use run rating. I figure run rating would be a really good to have on the left-hand side because you use that in just about every system for different things, right? So run rating would be over here. And then normally in most baseball games, it goes some kind of range, some kind of error check, some kind of arm check, and then either a stolen base check. Some systems don't have that. Some have different things. So, I mean, we can just keep, everything kind of standard. If we look at my Inside Pitch sheet, I went with run on the left-hand side, and then your rating, your range, and then your error, and then your throw, and then your injury rating. Because Inside Pitch does it a little bit different with the stolen bases and stuff. So it's a little bit more complex than just writing down a number. right? Because you need to have the attempt number and everything. So, yeah, that's what I thought. Like I said, I could work on a season or two. Somebody else can work on a season. Sure, it's going to take us 4, 5, 6 hours, whatever it takes to input the data into the game. But then, like I said, we share them. I can update it with a video if people, are on board with this and they think it's a good idea. There are thousands of people out there that have been just saying, I am so bored. There's nothing for me to do. I got nothing to do and blah, 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 blah. Right? Well, here's a big project. If you want something to do, come on in, help us out. We can get started. We can get things rolling. Yeah, it's a major undertaking. So I would think, if we can get, 20 or 30 or 50 people interested in doing this. Let's just say we have 30 people interested in doing this, right? That's 30 seasons. Now, maybe somebody's going to do Inside Pitch and you don't play Inside Pitch. So maybe that's just, a waste. But if we got 30 people doing it, maybe they do some of the games that you have. I just think, defensive sheets save a lot of time when I play my games because I don't have to ruffle through the cards. And you can see it when I do my live streams. So I would love to hear what people have to say. Am I wrong? Am I right? Do you think there's a possibility that defensive sheets could be helpful, especially for people that do like full season replays? If you do a one and done, obviously it's not worth your time. Or if you do like a 4-game series, or if you do fictional stuff, it might not be worth it. But for some of us out there, there's a lot of simmers out there that do full season replays. I do baseball demos, Tribe Fanny 79. There's just tons and tons of people that do it, and I just think that having defensive sheets for all these other systems, well, yes, it's a lot of work to undertake and do, but like I said, if we spread the work out, we have multiple people working on it, we have multiple people doing it. We have multiple different games, multiple different seasons. Everyone works on their own little thing. We create a website. People can go and download them. And while you're working on your thing, somebody else is creating. You got 10 or 15 or 20 or 30 other people doing their thing as well. And then, after, let's just say crazy, it takes 6 or 8 hours, which I don't think it would take that long. Well, let's just say it takes 6 or 8 hours to create a season, right? And you're thinking, oh my God, that was a ton of work or blah, blah, blah. But if we have 20 people doing it, right? Let's just say we can get 20 people involved in this. 20 people, so that's 20 seasons that we just created in 8 hours or less. So that's 20 seasons that we have available, 20 different games, that are available. So anyways, I thought I would throw this out, see if people are interested. We'll see if we can organize something. Like I said, there's a lot of people out of work right now sitting at home twiddling their thumbs or playing sports games and then getting bored because all they're doing is playing sports games. This gives you something to keep your mind active, something to think about, something to do. If you're interested, email me. Let me know. I'll do an updated video if we get enough people that are interested. If not, well, then I'll just do it for myself and screw y'all. Thanks. Talk to you later.